Good afternoon, each and every one. You all look beautiful. Good afternoon, Mr. Fishman, Mr. Bragg, Mr. Rothschild, and Mr. Sikri. It's a pleasure. 32BJ Board of Trustees, Ms. Nelson, Mr. Leggio, Mr. Muldoon, Mr. Barry, Mr. Prigo, and the Thomas Shortman Training Center Administration, its incredible instructors and staff. Also, I have here the privilege of mentioning Mr. O'Connor, who's my supervisor, Ms. Pateris, the Douglas Elliman Property Management leadership team, as well as the other great management companies and employers. And of course, my fellow graduating superintendents and their lovely families. It's an absolute honor and delight to stand before you today as we celebrate this most joyous and auspicious moment where we are seeing the vision of a greener New York come to pass, one superintendent at a time. My name is Victor Nazario, and I'm currently the superintendent of the Whitney condominiums, and I'm one of the alumni of the 1,000 Green Superintendents Initiative. When I was 18 years old, I thank God that I was fortunate enough to land a job in a beautiful union building, 40 Central Park South, in 1978. Although I enjoyed my job, I noticed that the superintendent, Mr. Ramirez, had a pivotal role in running the building, and that absolutely impacted me. One day in the evening at 2 in the morning, I got up the nerve to ask him, I said, "Sir, how in the world can I get a job like that?" And I was 18 years old, so he was kind with me. And he told me, "Son, you need to go to your union training center, the Thomas Shortman Training Center." And he looked at me in the eye, and for the first time, a man told me, "I give you permission to do better than you're doing today." So what happened is I enrolled. I did what he asked me to do. And this wonderful institution gave me the knowledge and the tools to become a superintendent by age 22. It was hard work, and for several years at night school, but my family and I have reaped the many benefits since then. It's not like the man who went to the doctor and told him that something was wrong with him. He wasn't able to do all the things around the house that he used to do. When the examination was complete, he says, "Now, doc, please, I can take it. Tell me in plain English, what is the matter with me? What's wrong with me?" And then the doctor said, "Well, in plain English, you're lazy." He said, "Okay then, now give me the complicated medical terms so that I could tell my wife." Someone once said, "Change is inevitable. Be an architect of change, not a victim of change." So in the summer of 2009, I was asked by Douglas Elliman Property Management to take a new course at the Thomas Shortman Training Center called the 1,000 Green Superintendents Training Program. What followed for me was a wonderful journey that let me see just how important it is to be part of greening our city, and how it would help us give our children and grandchildren a better, more safer world to live in. The 1,000 Green Superintendent course gave me new contemporary tools and knowledge that reignited my passion and enjoyment in my chosen profession. Ms. Linda Nelson, director of the Thomas Shortman Training Center, said, quote, "Owners, management companies, and employees see Green Supers as a program that adds value, skill, and opportunities to make our buildings greener and more energy efficient," unquote. I fully concur with Ms. Nelson. For years, I had known in a general sense that what a superintendent does is very important, but it didn't dawn on me until then just how much we can save the building by being proactive in presenting and applying several key newer technologies that are readily available. I also found that this new information got me excited about applying these very technologies in the building that I serve in. We were taught on the simple but efficient use of lighting, newer energy saving, light fixtures, lighting controls, how to perform efficiency tests, how to regularly inspect the building's envelope, how to make the building's interior more safer and comfortable for the residents, and minimizing water use, among other pertinent technologies and systems. Mr. Mike Fishman, president of 32BJ, states, quote, "Our program, 1,000 Green Supers, is training people to take simple steps that will change the energy use in the building and make them more energy efficient. It's good for the members. It gives them a way to improve their skills, to improve their place, to eventually improve their job. It's good for the tenants. It's good for New York City," unquote. And improved our skills and perspective, it did. Not only that, but during the classroom time and in subsequent fun building visits, our instructors like Anthony Zotto and others, they taught us and they They taught us on the effective testing, cleaning, and intelligent use of a building's heating, cooling, and ventilation systems. The other very important factor that I realized is that my direct actions are helping to create a healthier, a better indoor environment, greatly improved air quality and comfort for all of the residents. Nick Prigo of the Thomas Shortman Training Center shares in his blueprint for greening New York City's buildings this very important point. Quote, "A green building improves human health at the same time it improves the health of the environment. Improving indoor air quality lessens asthma, allergy symptoms, and reduces the frequency of headaches, fatigue, irritation of the ear, nose, and throat." Mr. Jim O'Connor, president of Douglas Elliman Property Management, states, quote, "I absolutely believe that the Green Superintendent Program is a win-win for all involved. The buildings are greener, cleaner, and safer. My employees that do that are greener, cleaner, and safer, and it's time to get smart." So in conclusion, the job of a superintendent is definitely more complex and technical than it was several years ago. The job entails a lot more administration, management, and the entire industry is transitioning into a more green philosophy as a whole. So I am very thankful and appreciative to the 32BJ Thomas Shortman Training Center, Douglas Elliman Property Management, as well as many other honorable management companies represented here today for having the insight as well as the foresight of training us superintendents and allowing us the privilege of being part of this historic process. I'm excited as to what my future holds as I continue to partner with all of you in the coming days as our nation continues to produce more and more green buildings by training more and more superintendents. This is a key and bold step, and the rewards in terms of effectiveness, efficiency, and finances will be exponential in nature. I thank you very much for this privilege and opportunity to share my perspective with you today, and a hearty congratulations to all my fellow green superintendents. We are the hands, we are the eyes. That's right, give yourselves a hand clap. We are the hands, the eyes, and the ears of the building owners and management companies. We are the building doctors. One of my colleagues, Matthew, said it, a superintendent is the immune system of the building, keeping away anything that may harm the residents. We are currently writing the legacy that will be passed on to our children and grandchildren. Mr. McLuhan saw it this way. He said, "On Spaceship Earth, there are no passengers. Everybody is a member of this crew. We have moved into an age in which everybody's activities affect everybody else," unquote. It's an honor to be a part of this historic graduating class as we take the challenge together of helping to green our city, one building at a time. Thank you.